guess what? I just talked to the camera while it wasn't recording. So I have a thrift haul for you from the Cancer Society. This will be probably shorter than the first time around. And if you watched the Sephora haul video, I did look up the PTR, stands for Peter Thomas Roth, and I have a sample of the oil-free moisturizer to try out to see if I like it. It's kind of hard to decide when you have just like a little, enough to use 2 times, but we'll see. So outside of the Cancer Society thrift shop, they were doing a fundraiser for cancer research. So, yes, the cancer machine, medical industry, blah, 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 but all those lab technicians, all those chemists that work at pharmaceutical companies, all those doctors, all those nurses, they all have a need for an income. Now, I understand that it's maybe not where the majority of the money is going, but they are benefiting from it. So more money should be going to those people and less money to, and the Cancer Society probably is not, obviously they're a nonprofit. So it's just, paying people's incomes so that they can live. Where it gets bad, is the people that are developing, I think, pharmaceuticals for chemotherapy, but because it's not the chemists that are getting paid, they're probably like, oh fuck, I don't have money to pay the electric bill this month. The people that are making money are the shareholders. So yeah, that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing when so the different colors were for different cancers, and in undergrad I had a friend die from Hodgkin's lymphoma, so the lime green was for lymphoma, and plus I like lime green, and I like the turtles. And then I like the flowers on the bracelet. They're like, well, they're not really like hibiscus, but they seem kind of like Hawaiian and Pacific Island tropical-y. So, yeah, I did that. Then someone who liked Dionne Warwick died, and I got Dionne Warwick records. So I love this dress. I love this shirt, and I probably wouldn't wear the shirt, it wouldn't work for me, but I would totally rock this dress. And Dionne Warwick, Promises, Promises, and I'll Never Fall in Love Again. That's not how that song goes. So I got those there. Cancer Society records are only $1 a piece. And then they were doing a thing where they had a bunch of designer brands today. So they cost more. But if you think about, could I get this high of a quality of a thing for this price at the store? No, you're going to pay $20 to get some piece of crud. Okay? So these shoes, interesting. There was like a velvet here, like a skid stopper, but it's like rubber anyways. So I wonder, I don't know. So I'm not real into this strap here, but I do really like the heel, how it comes in like this T-shaped heel, and it's about a 3-inch heel, I think. I don't know, I didn't measure it. Looks like a 3-inch heel. And it's black. I don't think it's leather, but they're just like black pumps with this crazy black and gray stretchy strap to make it as though it were a Mary Jane. It. If y'all didn't get that, these were $6. And on this video, once again, I'm refilming due to technical difficulties with the audio syncing with the video. So we'll go through this again, which you haven't seen, but I have. So next I got this Jones New York dress, or Jones Wear, which I guess is a little lower than Jones, New York. And it's a faux wrap. I'm not going to do that with my chin again because that's just wholly unflattering. And then it has ruching at the waist. So, okay, we will be right. Today my top is kind of an empire waisted baby doll top, and my brassiere is too small. Here's the underwire, stops right here, and up here is some breast tissue. Oh yeah, nasty, nasty. And so if you're wearing the wrong size bra, especially if you're way off, like they put you in a 38D and you're a 32 J, double J, in American sizes, like they don't even exist. M, N, O, P. Okay, whatever. You get the idea. So here is where the empire waist is on this top. Okay? Here is where the underwire for my bra is. And again, this bra is quite small, not as bad as if I were in a 38 double D from Victoria's Secret, but it's not where it needs to be. 3-4 cup sizes too small. Probably one size too small in the band. Anyways, this wrap style, if you're bigger, FGHIJKL, okay? These jersey knit wrap dresses or faux wrap dresses kind of gives the girls a little extra room to stretch and spread. And then the ruching, said I wasn't going to do that with my chin, hides the fact that there's this difference between bra and empire waist. And then you can wear what is your actual size without spending £100 ordering from Pepperberry, or without hiring a seamstress, or without wearing a plus size that's out to here in the waist. Bonus Jonas. Okay, the Jones New York dress that you just saw was $8. This black crochet feels like cotton shrug, but the tag was cut out of it. So I don't know the size or the brand or really the fabric type, but my limited knowledge tells me that it's cotton. So this provides a modicum of modesty if you were wearing a sleeveless top, or if you're aging and your arms need some serious tricep work. Kind of hides that a little bit, but it does definitely draw attention where you might not want extra attention. But it's better than wearing a size 24 and looking like you weigh 240 pounds. Okay? So, yeah. And another lovely item, if your boobs and your torso waist area are disproportionate, is to go for a stretchy polyester spandex blend fabric with a cowled neck. You might have seen a similar item on my JCPenney haul from the other week. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I'm really bad with my perception of time, but this does lovely without adding the extra weight of having a waist area that's 8 to 12 inches bigger than you need. And here's yet another way you can disguise your extremely large breasts. Better than a boob apron is a fashion scarf. This was $5 made in China. It doesn't have a brand, and I don't think it had any fabric description on it either, but I found this lovely piece of wool in it. Anyway, so one thing you can do is if you're wearing a V-neck or scoop neck, like this is a scoop neck, it shows a lot of skin. This top doesn't happen to show cleavage or bra line unless I were wearing a taller bra. But if you do happen to have, you know, a more smooshy, narrow bra or deeper v-neck, you can tie a knot kind of just where your cleavage is, and that hides the cleavage without, doing the boob apron type thing of wearing a camisole underneath. And it's probably more comfortable than a camisole that's 3 or 4 sizes too small. Okay, so then I got 2 sweaters. Both were new with tags because I live in hell, basically. It's paradise, like the Tibet, if you were. So apparently people don't like to wear sweaters even in the winter. And even though I'm pretty sure it's colder than, say, Phoenix or Tucson or Mojave or Death Valley, yeah. It got down to 17 one time. That's like outrageously cold to me, but anyway. And new with tags, it still has the quality inspection number. Liz Claiborne. It's acrylic, nylon cotton, and mohair. Originally $79, and I got it for $20, which yes is very pricey for a thrift store, but it's a designer brand. Liz Claiborne's at JCPenney. High-end brand. Higher-end brand. Brand new. So soft. And I have never, it's, probably don't want a solely mohair sweater, but oh, it is so soft. The acrylic with the mohair, it's just wonderful. Also new with tags, original price of $75 for $25 is this acrylic wool blend, Columbia, not Columbia Crest, Columbia, like the sportswear sweater. And I love, and I'm sorry this didn't come in before, I love the color, and in the artificial incandescent light, it just doesn't look as good as it did in the natural light. It kind of just looks brown, but it's this mustard and amethyst color. Whatever clothes were in the closet next to this, I wish I knew what the perfume or this laundry detergent was, because this smells fabulous. And I will be right back with one final thrift haul Cancer Society find. And last but not least is this very 60s fall jacket with this big flat collar, and it has a 3rd button. But it doesn't look so good. So it's definitely a more of a warm climate fall jacket. I would say this is good for 40s and 50s. If it gets below 35, you probably want to get something a little warmer. If you're wearing a sweater underneath, scarf, it probably helps. But I think it's super cute. And very best of all is when I lift my arms, it doesn't feel like I'm going to bust out the back of the jacket. So if you are taller, although, clearly I'm not big bone, but if you're overweight, curvy, probably not obese, but, just bigger, more muscular, have wider, not necessarily bigger, but like wider set hips, wider shoulders, wider back. Jones, New York, if you're taller, is really a great brand to go after. When I was more proportioned, better proportioned in high school, I would fit into their size 8 pretty much perfectly. They probably changed their sizing and it's probably horrible now, but 20 years ago. Anyways, I find that their clothes fit very, very well off the rack. As well as you can expect for someone like me. Land's End is also really good. And this thrift adventure eradicates my Land's End order. I was looking to try to buy a 3rd swimming suit because one of the ones I have, tankini, the top is starting to come unstitched in areas, and I definitely can't go to the store and just buy a swimsuit. I could, but I wouldn't want to wear it, and I'd probably get arrested for indecent exposure if I actually tried to swim in it. And that concludes our Cancer Society thrift haul. I hopefully will be able to keep myself busy, keep myself out of town, and not do any more thrift hauls for another 11 months or so, but this took care of a few things and probably saved me some money, so yes, yay for that. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's almost time for deer hunting, and if you live somewhere else, it's probably starting to get cold, and you're probably starting to think about fall. I'm starting to think about fall, even though I love the triple digits.